Yo, what's up, everybody? Let's talk about, wait for it, Africa. We're going off the beaten path to a place that's still undiscovered by the masses. We're talking about Eritrea. Ever heard of it? Don't worry, most people haven't. It's raw, it's authentic, and it's about to blow your mind. Eritrea is a country that defies expectations. Get ready to discover Eritrea, a hidden travel gem. Where exactly is Eritrea? Picture this: the Horn of Africa, jutting into the Red Sea, Ethiopia to the south, Sudan to the west, Djibouti to the southeast, and across the sea, the Arabian Peninsula. Eritrea's capital, Asmara, is a living museum of Art Deco architecture. Streets lined with pastel-colored buildings, cafes like in Rome, and vintage Fiat cars on the corner. Eritrea fought hard for independence from Italy and Ethiopia. After a 30-year struggle, they tasted freedom in 1991. Now, Eritrea's history, that's a wild ride, my friends. We're talking ancient empires, powerful kingdoms, and a strategic location that made it a coveted prize for centuries. Think of it as the original crossroads of civilizations, where African, Arab, and European influences collided and blended. The ancient land of Punt, mentioned in Egyptian texts, is believed to be somewhere around Eritrea and its neighbors. That's right, we're talking about a place with roots stretching back to the dawn of civilization. And let's not forget the Kingdom of Aksum, a powerful empire that ruled over Eritrea and northern Ethiopia, trading with India and Rome. Fast forward a few centuries, and Eritrea found itself under Italian rule. Now, the Italians, they weren't just content with conquering, they wanted to leave their mark. And boy, did they ever. They transformed Asmara into a modernist architectural masterpiece, a testament to their love for sleek lines and bold designs. Okay, so we've covered the history, but you're probably wondering, Trevor, why should I spend my hard-earned vacation days in Eritrea? Well, my friends, let me tell you, this country is a feast for the senses. We're talking jaw-dropping landscapes that range from scorching deserts to cool highlands, from pristine beaches to volcanic wonders. Imagine this: you're driving through the Danakil Depression, one of the hottest and lowest places on Earth. The sun beats down on surreal salt flats that stretch as far as the eye can see, shimmering like a mirage. It's like stepping onto another planet, a landscape so alien and awe-inspiring, you'll be reaching for your camera every 5 seconds. But Eritrea's beauty isn't limited to its deserts. Head to the highlands, and you'll find yourself surrounded by lush green hills, terraced farms clinging to the slopes, and a cool mountain breeze that'll make you forget all about the scorching heat below. It's like stepping into a whole different world, a world where time seems to slow down and worries melt away. Now, let's talk about the people of Eritrea. They're some of the warmest, most welcoming people you'll ever meet. They've been through a lot, but their spirit is unbreakable, their smiles infectious. You'll be greeted with open arms and invited to share a cup of strong, aromatic coffee, a ritual that's deeply ingrained in Eritrean culture. And speaking of culture, Eritrea is a melting pot of influences. You've got the ancient traditions of the 9 ethnic groups that call Eritrea home, each with its own unique language, customs, and beliefs. Then there's the Italian influence, evident in the architecture, the coffee culture, and even the pasta dishes you'll find in local restaurants. And let's not forget the Ottoman influence, a reminder of the Ottoman Empire's historical presence in the region. You'll see it in the architecture of Massawa, one of Eritrea's port cities, and in the spicy aromas wafting from street food stalls. It's a fascinating blend of cultures that creates a truly unique atmosphere. Alright folks, let's talk Asmara. This ain't your average African capital. It's like someone took Rome in the 1930s, picked it up, and gently placed it in the Horn of Africa. Beautiful pastel-colored buildings, classic cars, and cafes overflowing with people sipping macchiatos. Asmara earned its nickname, Africa's Little Rome, for a reason. We're here for the espresso. It's like Italy, but with way more sunshine and a fraction of the tourists. Now, some folks might call Asmara sleepy, but that's the beauty of it. Asmara's charm lies in its laid-back vibe, its authenticity. This is a city that lives and breathes at its own pace. Eritreans are known for their incredible hospitality. They'll welcome you with open arms and treat you like family. Asmara is a hidden gem waiting to be discovered. Okay, adventure junkies and water babies, this one's for you. Picture this: crystal clear turquoise waters teeming with marine life, pristine beaches stretching as far as the eye can see, and ancient shipwrecks just begging to be explored. Welcome to the Dahlak Archipelago, Eritrea's hidden island paradise. This cluster of over 200 islands, most of them uninhabited, sits just off the coast of Eritrea in the Red Sea. It's like Mother Nature decided to create her own underwater playground, complete with coral reefs bursting with color, playful dolphins putting on a show, and even the occasional whale shark gracing you with its presence. Now, if you're a diving enthusiast, this is your mecca. The Dahlak Archipelago is a diver's dream come true, with visibility that often exceeds 30 meters. You can explore vibrant coral gardens, swim alongside graceful manta rays, and even venture into the depths to discover sunken ships from a bygone era. Talk about a history lesson with a side of adrenaline. You don't have to be a scuba diving pro to appreciate the beauty of the Dahlak Archipelago. This place is a paradise for snorkelers too. It's like swimming in a giant aquarium, except it's real, and it's spectacular. The beaches here are just as impressive. Imagine sinking your toes into powdery white sand, the gentle sound of waves lapping at the shore. The Dahlak Archipelago is a reminder that some of the most breathtaking destinations are often the least explored. Buckle up, folks. We're heading to the Danakil Depression, one of Earth's most extreme environments. Imagine a desert where temperatures soar above 50 degrees Celsius. The ground bubbles with volcanic activity, and the air smells of sulfur. Located in the Afar Triangle, it's one of the lowest and hottest places on the planet. Vibrant yellow sulfur formations, emerald green acid pools, and white salt flats create a surreal landscape. It's like stepping onto another planet. Despite its harsh conditions, the Danakil Depression holds a strange allure. It's a place of stark beauty, where vibrant colors and otherworldly formations create a photographer's paradise. Imagine capturing the vibrant hues of sulfur springs against a backdrop of jagged volcanic rock, or the shimmering expanse of salt flats stretching as far as the eye can see. The Danakil Depression is also home to the Afar people, a nomadic group who have adapted to this extreme environment, extracting salt from the flats and transporting it across the desert on camel caravans. A visit to the Danakil Depression is a challenging but rewarding experience. Add the Danakil Depression to your travel bucket list. Alright folks, we're moving on from the scorching heat of the Danakil Depression to a place where you can actually cool off, maybe grab a drink with a little umbrella in it. I'm talking about Massawa, Eritrea's major port city on the Red Sea. Now, Massawa isn't your average beach town. This place has layers like a delicious baklava, but instead of phyllo pastry, it's history. We're talking centuries of different empires leaving their mark. You see those beautiful Ottoman buildings? They're a reminder of when Massawa was a major trading hub. And then there's the Italian influence, a little more recent but just as grand. It's like walking through a living museum but with way better seafood. Speaking of seafood, Massawa is the place to be. Fresh catches of the day, grilled to perfection. Don't mind if I do. But seriously, the food alone is worth the trip. Add in the history, the architecture, and the Red Sea views, and you've got yourself a must-see destination. Now, some people might think, a port city with Ottoman and Italian influences? That sounds confusing, but trust me, it's not. It's actually what makes Massawa so unique. It's like the city took the best parts of each culture and blended them into something amazing. Imagine strolling down a street lined with coral houses, the sun reflecting off the Red Sea, the smell of spices in the air. You turn a corner and bam, you're face to face with a stunning mosque, its minarets reaching for the sky. Then, just around another corner, you stumble upon a piazza, complete with a fountain and an Italian-style cafe. You can almost hear the clinking of espresso cups and the murmur of conversations in Italian. This is Massawa, a city where history isn't just something you read in textbooks. It's something you experience with all your senses. So, pack your bags, grab your sunscreen, and get ready to explore this hidden gem on the Red Sea. You won't regret it. All right, let's address the elephant in the room, safety in Eritrea. There's been some noise, some whispers, maybe even a few shouts about whether it's safe to travel there. And honestly, some of it is just outdated information, like that old milk in the back of your fridge. You see, Eritrea has had its fair share of challenges. That's no secret. But things are changing, my friends. The country's opening up, and it's eager to show the world its beauty. Now, I'm not going to sugarcoat it and say it's perfect. Every country has its quirks, right? But Eritrea is actually considered quite safe for tourists, especially when you compare it to other popular destinations. So ditch the preconceived notions, do your research from reliable sources, and get ready to experience a side of Africa that most people only dream about. Of course, just like anywhere else in the world, a little common sense goes a long way. Stick to well-traveled areas, especially if you're venturing out on your own. And hey, why not connect with local guides? They know all the best spots and can offer invaluable insights. Speaking of insights, let's talk about respect. Eritrea has a rich and ancient culture, so dress modestly, be mindful of local customs, and always ask before snapping photos of people. It's just good manners, people. Remember, you're a visitor in their home, and a little respect goes a long way in making your trip enjoyable and meaningful. Plus, those friendly smiles you get back? Priceless. Trust me. So, pack your bags, leave your preconceptions at home, and get ready for a safe and unforgettable adventure in Eritrea. Okay, history buffs. This one's for you. Imagine stepping back in time, exploring ancient ruins that have stood for centuries. Eritrea is like a giant open-air museum, just waiting to be discovered. From the majestic Kohaito, an ancient Sabaean city lost to the sands of time, to the towering stelae of Matera, Eritrea's history stretches back millennia. And let's not forget the Ottoman influence in Massawa and the Italian architectural gems sprinkled throughout Asmara. It's like flipping through a history book, but instead of dusty pages, you've got stunning landscapes, incredible architecture, and a story that unfolds with every step you take. So, if you're itching to uncover the secrets of the past, pack your Indiana Jones hat and head to Eritrea. You won't be disappointed. But hey, Eritrea is not just for history buffs. Adventure junkies, this one's for you too. Ever heard of the Danakil Depression? It's one of the hottest and lowest places on Earth, with otherworldly landscapes that'll make you feel like you've landed on Mars. Trek across salt flats that stretch as far as the eye can see, marvel at bubbling lava lakes, and camp under a sky bursting with stars. It's an adventure you won't soon forget. And for the culture vultures, get ready to immerse yourselves in Eritrea's vibrant traditions. From the colorful coffee ceremonies to the intricate hand-woven textiles, every experience is a feast for the senses. So, whether you're a history enthusiast, an adrenaline junkie, or a culture enthusiast, Eritrea has something extraordinary to offer. So, what are you waiting for? Add Eritrea to your travel bucket list and discover one of the most underrated gems on the planet. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more travel inspiration.